Hi, this is Gandon, and today I'm checking out To Arms Panzer Elite. Now, no, there's a couple of things that have happened. This is actually not the latest update. Well, it is the latest update, but there was one update before that I didn't really comment on, and that was the addition of Americans and tanks, their tanks. So I'm gonna switch over and check that out real quick. I'm not gonna actually play a game from it. I'm going to instead showcase the Panther that was just released. So let's go ahead and check that out. United States Army. So here are the different things we have. We have the M36 Jackson, which is technically a tank destroyer. Wolverine, which is pretty cool. We have the Jumbo, which is the one with the fat armor. It's still a short-ish 75 millimeter. Then we have the EC8, which is the long 75 millimeter. And then, of course, we had a 105, which is their 105 millimeter artillery piece. And then, of course, we have the standard Sherman and Scott, which is, I think it is a 75 millimeter short barrel gun on a Stewart chassis, which, like, it's similar to a Stewart's chassis. And then, of course, we had a Stewart, which is a 37 millimeter, and then had tons of machine guns. And of course, we had the Greyhound, which is the armored car. That is the new American vehicles. I haven't done any of the campaign shit on that one. This doesn't have that many quests yet. And now we are going to check out the new one here. So what I'm looking for here now is the ability for anyone to do anything other than my guy.
The Allied forces had successfully.
And last time I checked, that didn't go so well. So we'll see if that actually happens here. And honestly, if they don't fix that pretty quick, it feels a little bit pointless, in my opinion, to even play the game until that is resolved. Because if you are going to have larger scenarios, that requires a little bit more. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, this is one. This is the long range one. This one's going to go badly for the rest of my tanks. But, again, this is a good example. So we'll see. The enemy, of course, will see me very, very far away. There's not much I can do about that. But this is just, again, to see if my guys will do anything. Or if they simply just gonna take it and do nothing. And of course the Panther, which is a little bit faster, a little bit less clunkier than a Tiger, and have this really nice long range 75. He is burning already. Not a single shot by the rest of my crew. Okay, that's gonna do what they did before. I'm just gonna mark this one. Yeah, this one is...
Kein Treffer! Sichert den Punkt!
What the? Oh, shoot.
Kein Schaden!
Yeah, it feels like someone's bouncing into me. Yeah, that freaking moron. Can we not?
Kein Treffer!
Yeah, there we go. You keep ramming me. Apparently they're not gonna shoot.
Kein Treffer! Satter Treffer! Sie sind durchgekommen! Panzer zerstört! Panzer zerstört! Satter Treffer!
I don't know what the heck. Why is he driving backwards? Being shot at.
Panzer zerstört!
That is freaking amazing. Well, I lost that one. Yes, I lost one already. And that guy is driving backwards. So you tell me if they resolve that issue. I honestly don't think so. I think this game is broken still.
Mir nach!
Yeah. I mean, I like the Panther as far as the looks. I haven't read up on it over the years. He wasn't necessarily the best tank. But for what it did and for the purpose, it could have been a good tank. I mean, there's speculation if the Panzer IV, if they would have focused on building that in larger numbers. Apparently it was still cheaper to make a Panther in the end. It's just that, like with everything, by a certain time frame, they simply just didn't have enough fuel or enough of them or whatever, so...
Leg mich!
Oh god, he is so noisy. So screamy. That... It served its purpose, but not very well for a while.
Kein Schaden! Satter Treffer! Kein Treffer! Schuss abgelockt!
Yeah, I don't know what happened with both of my tanks.
Bewegungsunfähig! Sie können nicht mehr schießen! Guter Treffer!
Did it hit the engine from there?
Satter Treffer!
Oh. Uh-oh.
Ketten des Feindes sind kaputt!
Well, is this fine or something?
Getroffen! Zerstört! Der Feind kann nicht mehr schießen! Keine Wirkung!
He is very screamy. There is also something very satisfying in this game to just blow up stuff, like buildings. But I do wish that, again, when you have the scout vehicles, that they actually scout. They mark enemies for you. Otherwise, it's pointless to even have a scout vehicle with you. They're destroyed in no time. And I really wish that the rest of your troops were a little bit more effective in what they were doing instead of just driving backwards and getting shot in the ass. Which is, I mean, there's a tactic. Just not a very good tactic. Very meaty sounds. Oh yeah. So...
Kein Treffer! Schuss abgeblockt! Kein Treffer!
Oh my gosh.
Kein Schaden!
They are hammering me.
Kein Schaden! Kein Treffer! Kein Treffer!
Oh.
Schuss abgeblockt! Schuss abgeblockt! Kein Schaden! Kein Schaden! Kein Treffer! Kein Schaden! Kein Schaden!
How do I have to actually mark?
Stirb zu diesem Punkt! Kein Treffer! Kein Schaden! Zerstört! Kein Schaden! Kein Treffer! Panzerung durchbrochen! Ziel ausgeschaltet! Satter Treffer! Schuss abgeblockt! Sie können nicht mehr schießen! Satter Treffer! Satter Treffer! Kein Treffer! Ketten des Feindes sind kaputt! Zerstört!
Oh my god, that took forever. And I lost both of my guys. Oh, this game. So worthless.
Kein Treffer! Reparaturen laufen! Getroffen! Wir sind wieder einsatzbereit! Wir haben ihre Panzerung nicht durchdrungen!
Oh god, scream away.
Satter Treffer! Kein Treffer! Panzer zerstört!
Oh, what is that dude that's shooting at me over here?
Kein Schaden!
Oh my lord. I break some trees here.
Kein Schaden. Guter Treffer. Getroffen.
I'm using up all my special ammo.
Ziel ausgeschaltet. Schuss abgeblockt. Ziel ausgeschaltet.
Hopefully I'm not going to be ambushed by a bazooka here. That would be something. Yep. Well, there you have it. Tried this out a little bit. So, I like the Panther. It's not a bad tank. It's not quite the Tiger, but I like the look of it. Like how meaty it is to drive. The cannon is good. Probably decent enough for what you want it to do. The 8.8 is a little bit more fun because it really has some nice thump to it. Your guys are still dumb as a stump. Your NPCs are not good stuff. So, how can I rate this? It's hard to say. I really hope that they are going to get on... I understand that want to release maps or all the tanks that's going to be part of it. I just wish they could focus on core play. And the reason is it's going to still be measured by the core play. It's definitely dependent on that everything works as far as the core play. And it's just not new maps. Because new maps doesn't really matter if you add 2,000 points and the only tank that ever matters in any of the combat is your main tank. If that's the only one that will ever do anything, what's the point? Because the bottom line of any game is the combined stuff, right? And this is unfortunately not very useful if the rest of your team is just going to die right away, drive backwards, spin around a turret 50. If they're not focused and if the AI is not good enough to make at least your NPC somewhat decent, then yeah, that's not going to be good. But the Panther is cool. Has nice sound to it. It drives like a heavy medium tank. And it works. I am going to take my time and try out some of the American vehicles too. Might be a different challenge. I would assume that you're going to start out fighting some of the smaller German vehicles, including the Panzer IV. And as long as you have your gun on target quicker, Panzer IV should be easy enough to penetrate, even with the shorter 75. But that's it. You have a fantastic day. Great weekend. I hope you're going to have excellent holidays. And as I always say, until we meet again, adieu.